The chickpea is a legume of the family Fabaceae, subfamily Faboideae. Its seeds are high in protein. It is one of the earliest cultivated legumes. 7,500-year-old remains have been found in the Middle East. Other common names for the species include garbanzo bean, ceci bean, channa and Bengal gram. Etymology: the name chickpea traces back through the French quiche to Cicer, Latin for a chickpea unregistered trademark. The Oxford English Dictionary lists a 1548 citation that reads, Cicer may be named in English Cice, or Ciche peas, after the Frank tongue. The dictionary cites chickpea in the mid-18th century. The original word in English taken directly from French was chiche, found in print in English in 1388. The word garbanzo came to English as calavance in the 17th century, from Old Spanish, though it came to refer to a variety of other beans. This word is still in use in Latin America and Spain to designate chickpeas. The Portuguese Avana section O has suggested to some that the origin of the word garbanzo is in the Greek arbeinthos. But the Oxford English Dictionary notes that some scholars doubt this. It also mentions a possible origination in the word garbanzo, from Basque a non-Indo-European tongue, believed to be one of the oldest languages in Europe, in which it is a compound of garu, seed plus and tu, dry. History: domesticated chickpeas have been found in the Aceramic levels of Jericho along with paragraph Na 1/4 in Turkey and in Neolithic pottery at Haysalar, Turkey. They were found in the late Neolithic at Thessaly, Kastanas, Lerna and Imeni, Greece. In southern France, Mesolithic layers in a cave at Labrador, Ord have yielded wild chickpeas carbon dated to 6790 A plus or minus 90 BCE. By the Bronze Age, chickpeas were known in Italy and Greece. In classical Greece, they were called era copyright binthos and eaten as a staple, a dessert, or consumed raw when young. The Romans knew several varieties such as Venus, ram, and Punic chickpeas. They were both cooked down into a broth and roasted as a snack. The Roman gourmet Apicius gives several recipes for chickpeas. Carbonized chickpeas have been found at the Roman legion fort at Neuss, Germany in layers from the 1st century CE, along with rice. Chickpeas are mentioned in Charlemagne's Capitula de Villis as Cicer italicum, as grown in each imperial de Meissen. Albertus Magnus mentions red, white and black varieties. Nicholas Culper noted chickpeas or cicers are less windy than peas and more nourishing. Ancient people also associated chickpeas with Venus because they were said to offer medical uses such as increasing sperm and milk, provoking menstruation and urine and helping to treat kidney stones. White cicers were thought to be especially strong and helpful. In 1793, ground roast chickpeas were noted by a German writer as a substitute for coffee in Europe. In the First World War, they were grown for this use in some areas of Germany. They are still sometimes brewed instead of coffee. Sequencing the chickpea genome. Sequencing of the chickpea genome has been completed for 90 chickpea genotypes, including several wild species. A collaboration of 20 research organizations, led by the International Crops Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropics, identified more than 28,000 genes and several million genetic markers. Scientists expect this work will lead to the development of superior varieties. The new research will benefit the millions of developing country farmers who grow chickpea as a source of much-needed income, as well as for its ability to add nitrogen to the soil in which it grows. Production is growing rapidly across the developing world, especially in West Asia where production has grown fourfold over the past 30 years. India is by far the world's largest producer but is also the largest importer. Description: the plant grows to between 20 to 50 cm high and has small feathery leaves on either side of the stem. Chickpeas are a type of pulse, with one seed pod containing 2 or 3 peas. It has white flowers with blue, violet or pink veins. Chickpeas need a subtropical or tropical climate with more than 400 mm of annual rain. They can be grown in a temperate climate but yields will be much lower. Types: there are 3 main kinds of chickpea: ceci, which has small, darker seeds and a rough coat, cultivated mostly in the India and much of the Indian subcontinent, as well as Ethiopia, Mexico, and Iran. Bombay, which is also dark in color but slightly larger in size than the desi variety. They too are popular in the Indian subcontinent. Kabuli, associated with Kabul and Afghanistan. These are lighter colored, with larger seeds and a smoother coat, mainly grown in southern Europe, northern Africa, South America and Indian subcontinent, having been introduced during the 18th century to India. The daisy is also known as Bengal gram or Kalichana or Chhola boot. Kabuli or safechana is the kind widely grown throughout the Mediterranean and the Indian subcontinent. Daisy is likely the earliest form since it closely resembles seeds found both on archaeological sites and the wild plant ancestor of domesticated chickpeas, which only grows in southeast Turkey, where it is believed to have originated. Daisy chickpeas have a markedly higher fiber content than Kabulus and hence a very low glycemic index which may make them suitable for people with blood sugar problems. The Daisy type is used to make channa dal, which is a split chickpea with the skin removed. An uncommon black chickpea ceci is grown only in Puglia, Italy. These chickpeas are larger and blacker than the Daisy Kalichana variety. Green chickpeas are also known as harbara in India. Channa dal is also called as harbara dal. Tender immature harbara with skin is roasted on the coal. After roasting it well, it is served by removing the skin. Commonly called as hula in Marathi. Generally harbara produced in Maharashtra is green. White gram is referred as Kabuli channa. Uses: human consumption. Mature chickpeas can be cooked and eaten cold in salads, cooked in stews, ground into a flour called gram flour, ground and shaped in balls and fried as falafel, stirred into a batter and baked to make farinata or panel. In the Iberian Peninsula, chickpeas are very popular. In Portugal it is one of the main ingredients in rancho, consumed with pasta, and meat, including Portuguese sausages, or with rice. They are also often used in other hot dishes with bacalhau and in soup. In Spain they are often used cold in different tapas and salads, as well as in cocido madrileño +or-. In Egypt, chickpeas are used as a topping for kushari. Hummus is the Arabic word for chickpeas, which are often cooked and ground into a paste and mixed with tahini, sesame seed paste. The blend called hummus bi tahini, or chickpeas are roasted, spiced, and eaten as a snack, such as lebabai. By the end of the 20th century, hummus had emerged as part of the American culinary fabric. By 2010, 5% of Americans consumed hummus on a regular basis, and it was present in 17% of American households. Some varieties of chickpeas can be popped and eaten like popcorn. Chickpeas and Bengal grams are used to make curries and are one of the most popular vegetarian foods in the Indian subcontinent and in diaspora communities of many other countries. Popular dishes in Indian cuisine are made with chickpea flour, such as Murkai Bhurji and Marapakaya Bhurji Telugu. In India, as well as in the Levant, unripe chickpeas are often picked out of the pod and eaten as a raw snack, and the leaves are eaten as a green vegetable in salads. Chickpea flour is used to make Burmese tofu, which was first known among the Shan people of Burma. The flour is used as a batter to coat various vegetables and meats before frying, such as with panel, a chickpea fritter from Sicily. Chickpea flour is used to make the Mediterranean flatbread soca and a patty called panisse in Provence, southern France, made of cooked chickpea flour, poured into saucers, allowed to set, cut in strips, and fried in olive oil, often eaten during Lent. In the Philippines, garbanzo beans preserved in syrup are eaten as sweets and in desserts such as halo-halo. Ashkenazi Jews traditionally serve whole chickpeas at a Shalom Zatra celebration for baby boys. Guasanas is a Mexican chickpea recipe in which the beans are cooked in water and salt. Dried chickpeas need a long cooking time but will easily fall apart when cooked longer. If soaked for 12–24 hours before use, cooking time can be shortened by around 30 minutes. To make smooth hummus, the cooked chickpeas must be processed while quite hot, since the skins disintegrate only when hot. Chickpeas do not cause larfism. Similarly named chickling peas, and other plants of the genus Lathyrus contain the toxins associated with larfism. Other, Because of their high protein content, chickpeas are increasingly used as animal feed. Production: chickpeas are grown in the Mediterranean, Western Asia, the Indian subcontinent, Australia, the Palus region, and the Great Plains. India is the world leader in chickpea production, and produces some 15 times as much as the second largest producer, Australia. Other key producers are Pakistan, Turkey, Myanmar, Ethiopia and Iran. Nutrition: chickpeas are an excellent source of the essential nutrients, iron, folate, phosphorus, protein and dietary fiber. Chickpeas are low in fat and most of this is polyunsaturated. The nutrient profile of the smaller variety appears to be different, especially for fiber content which is higher than in the larger light-colored variety. Preliminary research has shown that chickpea consumption may lower blood cholesterol. See also, Extremaduran cuisine, hummus, references and notes. External links: 1. Chickpea, ICRISAT, History and Nutrition of Chickpeas, Casa Angola Internacional, Portugal, Kaiser PT, Heat and Mass Transfer during cooking of chickpeas.